Hey everybody, my name is Vander Velde, and just wanted to do a little video. This has been a long time coming, but I'm really excited to share that I'm going to be starting a Patreon page here. So what does that mean? Just hanging out here with Jazzy girl. You want to say hi, Jazz? Say hi. Oh, my little puppy dog. She's almost a year old. So yeah, Jazz and I are hanging out today, and it's just nice. It's just one of those kind of quiet spring days for me. It's always a really refreshing time, and I think it's definitely time as well for me to start doing this project. And so it's been a long time coming. About this time last year, I bought the actual camera to be able to do videos and things like this, and I've just put it off for a really long time. But why am I doing a Patreon page? Well, the first reason is to be able to connect with you guys a little bit more. So I share a lot of different things on social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, but I'm not sure it's always the best way to be able to really fully connect, and it's definitely not the best way to be able to connect deeply. So the first part about this project is just for me to really just invite you into my creative space to show you guys some of the ins and outs of me just writing some different songs, maybe even sharing some demos that maybe I would only share to my close friends and family. So that's number one. Number two is just to keep me accountable to be creating more. And so again, some of the things that I want to do is really to maybe start doing some more videos, like cover videos, maybe even doing some just live videos or live coffee hangouts, just for you guys to be able to ask questions and just to be able to spend some time in that way. So that's the second thing. And then the third thing, which is important as well, is obviously for me to be able to find a way to make this whole music thing sustainable. So I do a lot of different things with my music. So obviously I play shows with the band Jaguar James. I also do the coffee shops and weddings and things like that. A couple years ago I started doing guitar lessons as well, so that might be something I might explore down the road, maybe doing like a Patreon lesson thing. But the other part of that is all of these things that I'm doing. You know, every song that I put out, every video, again, to get equipment and things like this, it costs money. And so in the past, like I said, I really don't like asking for help or doing things like that. But a couple years ago, we did a Kickstarter project for our project with Jaguar James, and I was just blown away. Really only took 38 people to be able to fully fund that project, and we were able to release an EP. And that was just one of the coolest experiences because it took all the weight off of me of having to be able to, you know, find a way to be able to resource that. The cool thing is if this Patreon thing works, it's really going to help me to be able to make more music, to make it faster, because otherwise it takes me a long time to be able to do all these different shows and things like that. So when I went through that process and asked people to be able to help, for number one, it blew me away. That so many people wanted to help me and wanted to be a part of that project, and yeah, number two, it just lifted a huge weight off my shoulders. So that's the other part of this is hopefully as we get to connect, as you get to be a part of this creative journey, it's also an opportunity for me to not actually like asking you to help, but really what this is, again, if you can't help, cool, I totally get it, but it's just making it available. I know there are some of you guys out there that would love to help, and this is just a way that there's an opportunity for you to be able to help. So one of the things I'm going to probably do is just make a goal so that if I reach a certain amount of patrons, I mean, my first goal is probably going to be 25, but eventually 200 is what I would love to have, 200 people. And if we get to that point, I have this really cool idea for a project. There's a song that I wrote a few years ago. I wrote it on piano, and the idea is to be able to record this with like some kind of like an orchestra ensemble, with me doing it on a grand piano, and also to have it maybe be a live video. So that's a lot of moving parts to be able to hire the union, you know, orchestra people. I might need some help with them even writing some of the scores and kind of helping me, but it's a really big project. But that's going to be one of the things that we can celebrate if we get to hit the mark of a certain amount of patrons for this project. that's what I'll be able to release. And so yeah, that's one of the things that's cool. Again, I'm already going to be creating. I've got some things that are with a mixer. There's a guy in Lincoln. So some of the things, again, I'm already using the resources that I have to get some things out to you guys to keep it going. But there's a lot of other things cool that we can do that are going to be bigger. But again, would love it if you guys partnered with me on this journey. Again, it would mean so much to me. I'm so excited to be able to connect with you guys on a deeper level and really just to be able to find a way to be able to make more music and more art for you. So love you guys. Without further ado, here we go.